welcome back Romantic Home family. Welcome if you all are new. I am Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video tutorial I'm going to be sharing with you guys some DIY beautiful elegant spring Easter florals. We're going to make them like a blooming garden. So excited to share this with you guys. I actually have two of these planters. Here are the florals we're going to be using, and I'm also going to hopefully create a couple of other little smaller florals that are going to coincide or match with this. If I can make this all happen. Listen, this is part of my I Love Spring series, so don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. It helps this mama out so much. I am a full-time content creator, and please pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page where I share daily crafting inspiration with you all, as well as I have a free group page. You guys can share photos of your home decor and DIY projects. So thankful and blessed to have each and every one of you guys here. Also stay to the end because I'm going to be sharing with you guys a brand new devotional, which we all have been just so uplifted and loving these devotionals. And without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafty. Okay, sweet friends, so here are the florals that I'm going to be working with for the big two garden planters. I challenged myself because Michael's was my only craft store to buy florals from, and so I have two bundles of these larger pink roses, cabbage roses, two bundles of the white ones. These are a little bit more expensive, but I wanted to add them for quality, two bundles of the ranunculus, and then just some little greenery. Now Michael's had their floral foam for $3. That was a total score. I'm doing two planters, so I have them organized into the two separate ones that I'm going to be using. I also went to Hobby Lobby, and they have their little baskets for $4 with the 40% off. And then Michael's had this bunny. He had a little injury, but I got him for $10 and originally $50. And then Hobby Lobby had this mat, and it was 40% off. So I thought that was a really pretty good deal. And then I also got some eggs, and those were 40% off. So I'm super excited to share this tutorial with you. Here are the planters that I'm going to be working with. They're going to go on either side of my door here. And then I just have some rocks for weight and some faux greenery. Let's create a beautiful blooming spring floral. I'm starting out with this garden planter that I found at Hobby Lobby last season. You guys have probably seen me paint it several times. I have it white for this season, and I just left the gold trimming. Then I'm adding in to the styrofoam that I found at Michael's for $3, total steal. Now to keep it weighted and to keep that styrofoam in, even though I hot glued it, I added in some rocks that I had just found across the street from my house. And then I'm going to simply trim off some of these little Hobby Lobby branches. I'm starting out with the greenery first to kind of lay down my base. So I'm going to make 4 points for this arrangement because it's circular, the planter is, and I want the arrangement to have a pretty just an oval shape. So I want to have 4 points of spots that I'm going to add in the florals too. And then I'm also going to add in 4 points in and around the base of the floral in the center. Hope that makes sense. Okay, then I'm going to start adding in these pink florals. Now, my suggestion for you guys, if you're going to do a big floral like this, is to get some inexpensive florals, whether it be Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Dollar Tree, wherever, that are going to be your filler florals. So I check all the prices on my florals, and I try to not spend over $5 to $6 for the big bundles. And this bundle at Michael's was $6, and I got 2 of the pinks and 2 of the whites. So if that helps you guys. Now the little greenery at Hobby Lobby, super inexpensive, especially if you guys get them at 40% off. I think normally they're like $6, and then so that makes them like $3.50 for when it goes 40 to 50% off. That's girl math. If you guys are mathematicians, I might be a little bit off of my calculations, but super inexpensive. Now, I'm also adding in some of the white ones. These are my white filler flower. They kind of look like a bigger cabbage rose. Michael's didn't have a lot of really good full roses. That was the only thing, is Hobby Lobby does have all the roses, but they weren't 40% off this week when I went to gather some of these roses, which that's fine. I used Michael's, and I just really price checked everything. So now I'm hot gluing every stem into the base of my floral planter, the styrofoam part, because I get so much wind up on my hill during this spring season. We'll get some storms, and we will have really strong winds. I do not want my florals to go flying across the yard and mess up my arrangement. So I'm hot gluing almost all of them in, and it's going to be a little bit of a pain to repurpose and reuse, but that's okay. And also, I'm just adding in these little ranunculus in and around the base as well, and I'm kind of turning them to where they bloom outward. So in nature, you're going to see that flowers kind of will bloom up and around in all different directions. So that's kind of what you want to think about, different heights and different directions of how you're placing your florals.
Stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh, you,
And here is how it turned out. What do you all think? So my biggest challenge is going to be recreating it for the other side, because I want two of them, one on either side of my front door. And also in the back of my mind, I'm thinking I can repurpose and reuse these also for my future daughter-in-law, Skylar, her bridal shower we're going to be doing, and it's going to be called Off the Market, so I can make it into kind of like a flower market idea. So that's what I'm thinking as I go through a lot of this spring decor moving into summer. We're going to be doing double duty for the bride, and so again, I'm just going to recreate this on the other side, and I'm going to play some pretty music so you guys can just watch me work and enjoy, relax, grab your coffee or tea or hot cocoa, lemonade, whatever you're sipping on, whatever time of day you're watching this, and just relax and watch me arrange these florals. Again, though, starting out with greenery, adding in pinks and whites, staggering them in kind of a 4-point section, and then moving into some of those taller ones. And just really having so much joy for this creation. And remember, whatever floral colors that you guys love, use those in place of the pink and white if you don't care for the pink and white. But if you're a shabby chic girly like me and you love that pink and white, girl, go for it. It would also be beautiful with some purples added, some blues, all the beautiful yellows and spring fling colors. Now I'm going to take this spring wreath that I have had just floating around in my craft stash for really a couple of years, and I used it in my Valentine's Day decor, and I'm going to add in some of the florals that are in the planters to kind of make it look similar to the ones that are in the planters, and just really repurpose and reuse this pretty wreath. I think originally it was from Michael's, and I got it on clearance, I believe, at the end of one of the seasons. But I found these super budget friendly. I think they were $4.99 for a bundle at Michael's Florals, and I'm gonna pop them in. I had bought a couple extra bundles of the florals that I used in the planters, and I realized it would be so much easier for me to just try to add some florals in standing up, because it's really difficult. I have a hard time working on wreaths when they're just on a table. I like to work on them where I can look at them and stand back and look at them. But anyway, long story short, we're going to make this Michael's wreath that I've had for years. We're going to repurpose it and reuse it. And I bought a couple of extra bundles of the florals that I'm using in the planters to zhuzh up a wreath. I knew I was going to want to create a little bit more florals to go along with this. It doesn't have to be exact, but it does need to have some of the same kind of tones in it and hues in it. And again, I really think I need some birds for my decor. Wouldn't that be cute to add a cute little bird in some of these little spots? Also, I don't know if you guys can see off to the left is normally where I have my flag, but the flag holder broke in one of the windstorms that we have. It's thunderstorms, it's severe thunderstorms. Anyway, so I've got to get that fixed. But I found these little baskets at Hobby Lobby, and they're a good dupe for a planter. Not really a dupe, just you can make them into a planter. So also at Michael's, I found these big golden eggs. They're going to be really fun to use. If you guys have little kids, you can make a big giant Easter egg. I don't have little kids doing egg hunts, so we're going to use them as decoration. I just added in some rocks to the bottom so they don't go flying away. Hopefully they will stay on my front porch. And then I also added this little checkerboard mat from Hobby Lobby. It was 50% off and normally just $9.99. So I thought it was a really good deal. It's kind of a Mackenzie Childs dupe. You guys can hear my little puppy dog BG Bear tip tapping along. But I'm just going to add in these little pretty pink florals. Now these you guys have seen me paint multiple times over the last couple of years. I've made them into mums for fall, and now we're making them into a spring floral garden planter. I love repurposing, reusing things. I think it's just so easy to do and fun if you just think outside the box. Pop them into a different planter base, add some color with the different color spray paint, and then I'm adding in my cute little eggs. I have my check mat. I do need to move that other planter over just a little bit to the right, but it's always a little bit difficult because this corner doesn't give me a whole lot of leeway. So the left side of my front porch is always just a little bit difficult. Okay, so this is one of those pool noodle garlands that I made, and I'm just going to add that to the top of my front door. I did go back and zip tie it in, and not all the florals I had hot glued into that one, so I had to go ahead and go back and secure everything and add in a little bit more greenery to make sure that that pool noodle was secure. Now go back a couple of videos back and you can see how I put together my pool noodle garlands. They're so easy to do, and then they're very movable. Like you can move them anywhere, and if everything's hot glued in, they're going to have a lot of longevity as well. So here is the finished look, the final reveal. Now, I need you guys' honest opinion. Do you like the black and white check mixed in with the shabby chic pinks? I'm a little bit on the fence about it because I really wanted to kind of ground this, the amount of pinks that I have going on here with the juxtaposition of the black and white. I also love the Mackenzie Childs, but I'm wondering if I should just go ahead and go all in shabby chic, maybe change out the matte and change out the bow on the bunny and then the little accent pieces. So super easy to do. For now, I'm loving just having that dimension, having that black and white check. And also, if you guys love Mackenzie Childs, have you seen their rosy check? decor, I would love for this to be a pink and white check. So since I did this all in one day, I just try to always bring everything together with some semblance of just making everything to where it's a display. But a lot of times I'll go back and change things up as I look at it. So I'm going to need to look at it, and I need you guys to look at it and let me know what you think about it. So yeah, fun and fabulous. Really not super budget friendly, but budget friendly for the amount of decor that we actually did in this video. I hope you guys are loving it, and I hope you're super inspired to make something gorgeous for your front porch. Now, if you don't have these big planters, don't panic. You can make this on a smaller scale. Set these anywhere as a centerpiece, next to your fireplace, on your mantle, wherever you want a pretty floral arrangement. And then, of course, here is everybody's little rowdy terrier, Benji Bear. So speaking of rowdy, he has a best bud that is on the other street, and his name is Rowdy as well. He is a little Yorkie Terrier, and he's about 11 pounds, and he rules the roost at their home. It's two ladies that live there, a mom and a daughter, and they're a little bit older, but they're so cute, and they have a little stroller for Rowdy, and he is just so stinking funny. The stories that they tell me about him, that he bites them, I was like, oh my goodness. But anyway, Bitchy Bear is not like that. Well, he's a really good boy, and hopefully Rowdy's not as well. I think he just gets a lot of stories told on him, but they are funny. Look at Bitchy Bear is very stubborn. He's stopping. We cross the street and keep walking towards Chief's house, which is another one of his buddies. He just wanted to stop here. I don't know if he smelt something. I don't know what he was thinking, but we didn't end up crossing the street to Chief's house. We crossed the street and then went down the hill. But look at how funny he is. He is really smelling something or thinking about something. So here is how he changed directions, and we ended up going down the hill. But he's a funny little guy. And the only thing is that always kind of bothers me when we're walking in the neighborhood is sometimes people throw food out, and so he wants to eat that food. So anyway, if you guys can, try not to throw food out in your neighborhoods. I don't know what's going on with that, but do you guys as dogs find food to eat on the side of the road? I've never noticed that, honestly, until I had Benji Bear. But he wants to say hi to all of his puppy dog and kitty cat fans out there. Woof, woof, and meow, meow. We love you guys. We know you're watching. Thank you for all the cute little puppy dog posts on my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook group page. I love seeing all the puppy dogs and kitty cats out there. So fun. It was too bad that you guys all didn't live next door and we could all have a little walk together. Okay, we love you guys so much. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's such a true blessing and honor to have each and every one of you all here. For those of you all that are new, welcome. I'm Olivia's Romantic Home. I'm a DIY crafty mama, and I love to share with you guys how you can have a boutique gorgeous home on a budget. Now listen, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is another episode in my I Love Spring series, and pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. I've created Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook group page for you guys, for you all to share photos of your home decor and DIY projects. And I love everything that I have been seeing so far in my group, and I'm also so proud of everybody because you're uplifting one another, you're hearting each other's posts, you're leaving kind comments, and that's just so amazing. I am outside my house, and it is after school, so you might hear some traffic and some birds and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm going to try to wrap this up as quickly as possible. We have been reading out of a devotional called He Whispers Your Name. It's by Cherry Hill, and you guys can grab it off of Amazon. And we have been in the praise section. So we are going to read prayers of praise. Pray to me with praises, even though there may not be anything in your life circumstances that makes you feel like praising. Lift up praises anyway. Always approach my throne of grace in praise, for it opens my heart and moves my hand. Your praise brings you into my presence more readily than anything else. When you praise me, you are laying aside your worries and exalting me, summoning me to move on your behalf. Your heart of faith pierces mine. I am in control over all that concerns you. I hold every detail of your life in my hands. As you praise me, you will have an unshakable assurance that I am with you, working in and through your circumstances, even when you can't see my hand at work. Your faith in me will strengthen you to hope and power of resolve of all your problems. Your faith trusts that I have the wisdom and power to bring about my very best in your life. When you are faced with fears and filled with despair, there is nothing more powerful than to offer up praises to my name. I am your deliverer and I never change. You can trust in me with no matter how impossible your situation might be. When you're down on your knees with nowhere to look but up, simply pray through praise and rest in my presence as I unleash my power to bring about your peace. It is good to give thanks to the Lord, to sing praises to the Most High, and that's Psalm 92:1. So I am taking that when we praise God, which means in our praise and worship, when we thank God, when we have that attitude of gratitude, that's when we really can come into the presence and the fullness of God, no matter what is swirling around us. Remember to offer praise. And my favorite way to praise is through praise and worship music. Mercy, I think it's called Mercy Me, and it's called Easy is the song. And it's such a beautiful song. It's been one of my favorite praise and worship bands, but I have so many that I love. So sorry, I am getting a little bit nasally. I caught some allergies while I was outside. It actually kind of started yesterday, so I had to take a Benadryl. And you guys, I'm hoping that you can hear me okay, but I'm having a little bit of a hard time projecting. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you guys sing your praises today. I hope you're inspired to craft and decorate and make something beautiful in your home. Thank you so much for being here. It is such a true blessing and honor. I am praising God for each and every one of you right now. And I'm reminding you, no matter what you're going through, keep going, keep putting one foot in front of the other. God is so good, and every day is a gift. So if you have woken up, you have been given a gift. You do something with it. Use it. Use this day right now. Text somebody, call somebody, sing those praises. When you step outside of yourself and you help one another and have that attitude of gratitude, it's just such a blessing. And you are going to be blessed when you bless others. Even if you can't get out of bed, you can give somebody a kind text. You can leave a heart on somebody's Facebook post. You can make a kind comment. If you're on this video, comment down below. Put in your favorite scripture, your favorite way to praise not only God, but one another. It's so important, you guys. Gosh, we all need that little extra lift of it. Just makes us feel good. So thank you guys again. I can't wait for our next video. And until then, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.